All right, so this is for Thursday the 17th for English 11 and English 12. We're going to cover both classes in this video. I'm at the dentist, and because of the way our day is set up, I just have to take the whole day off, which is a bummer. I will see you on Friday. So no matter what happens, if the sub's able to get Zoom, if they're not able to get Zoom, I want you, one, be good, and two, just focus on getting this little bit of work done today. So what we're going to do here is check out modules. And by the time you see this, this will be published. Go ahead and hit, so we're in week 2. We got 2 more days of this. And you're going to hit Thursday class, Mr. Abernathy gone. Makes sense. So we are first for juniors and seniors. It's going to be a little bit different. Juniors, you're going to see subheading titled 917, Enneagram and Prince Ali. Seniors, you are going to see Enneagram and narrative assignment. So we are looking first, everyone's doing the Enneagram. It's a quick personality test. It's kind of fun to find out because there's a ton of literature on it where you fit. And once you take this test, it should take less than 10 minutes. Remember, it's your first instinct. It's going to give you some options, right? If we click on this link, it'll take us right to that website. You're going to click this first one, Classical Enneagram Test. And you're just going to answer all these questions. And that's one, it's fun to get to know yourself. 2, then you can start talking to other people, see what they got, kind of form a tribe of some sort, or find some solidarity, or maybe you disagree with your result, and then you're going to share a little bit about that. And it's helpful for me, right, to kind of figure out what instructional methods are maybe more helpful for different groups of people. So that's what we're going to do here. So in your, what's this called, digital notebook, you're going to make a new heading. So that's not it. Where's my digital notebook? So you're going to open up your digital notebook. If you don't have that yet, just start a Google Doc, but everyone should have that. And yours probably is decorated a little bit. And if you did the work on Wednesday, the asynchronous day, you should have at least your first thing filled out here. But now we are starting our, so I'm just going to delete that. We are starting kind of our daily task. So it sounds like we were supposed to add a subheading. So remember, seniors, I'm looking at the junior page right now. Yours will be similar, a little different. So make sure you get the right heading. And I'm going to copy that in. So say, now this isn't true, but say I took the Enneagram test and it gave me a 5. I'm going to write, I am a 5. I agree with it because I am a loyal person. Whatever it is, I'm not even 100% sure that's what 5 is. You just give me like 2 or 3 sentences saying why you agree, disagree with it. And then here's where it kind of splits off. So if you're a senior, you're going to be looking at, now hang on, juniors too. If you're a senior, you're going to be looking at this. I got to be able to see everything here. Wait for that to go away. There we go. Can we click on this? There we go. So seniors, you are looking at this page under week 2. So you are copying the heading and college narrative essay. So for seniors, right, chances are you're applying for college, and technically you have to apply at least somewhere. Most kids, if they wait last minute, maybe they're planning not on going to college, they'll usually just apply to something like Skyline Community College at the end of the year. But we want to make sure we're doing this now because some colleges, most colleges, ask for you to write an essay. So if that's you, seniors, here's your checklist of everything you need to do. Find a college you might want to apply to, right? If you're going to UW, I copy and paste it because I figure that's probably a lot of us, hopefully. Here's their prompts. For Western, WW, Western Washington University, that's where I went. So a little bias there. I'm going to put that at you. A lot of colleges, I think Wazoo and maybe Central, use the Common App, but double check that. If you're not sure what the college you want to go to uses, just Google the name of the college and then essay prompt. So say you want to go to University of South Carolina, essay prompts, right? And it's still going to pop up. Essay prompt, undergraduate admissions. So here we go. Essay prompt. Okay, some are going to be a little bit easier to find, but normally they'll be buried, or if there's not an essay requirement, you can just Google that. Like, do they have an essay requirement? Steps to apply, and requirements, financial aid scholarships. So you're going to take a tour of the college you're interested in. It could be any university, could be Harvard, could be, let's see, we're going back to the right place. Could be Yale, whatever you want. If you can't find one, or if you're like, oh, college, it might not be for me, just pick one off the Common App, because it still might come in handy later. So copy and paste that prompt into your digital notebook. So if I click the Common App, I'm just gonna, here's a prompt. Some students have a background, interest, identity that's meaningful to them, that your application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, share your story. So let's find my notebook again. So here's my digital notebook. I'm gonna take that prompt, and under that heading, I'm going to just copy and paste the prompt. And remember, this is for seniors. Juniors, I'll get to in a minute, just hang tight. So now I'm just gonna start brainstorming. So I had a couple students last year that lived in refugee camps, and were able to write about that. Two, you know, a lot of students write about their sports interests. I would recommend, if you're writing about sports, don't focus on your sport injury. That's not what they're looking for here. They're looking for kind of, if that's a big part of your story, they want to know, and then what? What happened after that? How did you grow? How did you develop? Maybe you are really into ventriloquism and you want to write about that. So just start brainstorming our ideas, whether it's in a bulleted list, in a paragraph, for those college application prompts. If you need to look at an example, I have one linked here from a senior last year who spent a lot of time really thinking hard about her tone, her voice, how she wanted to come across. And if you haven't seen Legally Blonde, I watched it for the first time last year. It's a great movie. So that's seniors. So seniors, hopefully you're good for tomorrow. That's Thursday the 17th. Juniors, let's check back in with what I want you to do. Juniors, watch this Aladdin video. Watch the song Prince Ali from the original animated Aladdin. I looked at the Will Smith one where Will Smith plays Genie, and it's okay. It's like basically the exact same, but Robin Williams does a beautiful job, and there's some stuff going on with the animation that's worth noting. Problematic to say the least, and that's what we're going to be exploring later on. So your job is, again, in here, you're writing down 10 things I noticed in Prince Ali, and then you're just going to do a list, etc., etc. So those could be lyrics of the song that maybe you didn't notice at first. That could be costume design. You could look up who's actually voicing these Middle Eastern characters. You could look at, who has power, who has money. You could look at the animation style. You could look at environmental features. You could look at anything, right? And this is going to guide us into a big, big conversation we're going to carry throughout the year on how we view the world. Remember, we briefly talked about critical lenses on the first couple days. So this is preparing us for those sort of conversations. So that's all I'm asking you to do tomorrow with the sub. Hopefully there isn't, too many issues. Good luck, and we can check in on Friday and go from there. I believe in you. You got this.